I've been reading a lot of stage plays recently, and I mean like scripts for theater, for what's performed on stage. And something I really like about the good plays is that every single word that the actors are saying on stage has a purpose. It's about developing the story. It's about developing the characters. It's not like in fiction where time is taken to explain the scene and where we are and things like the physical environment. That's not a part of the stage play. The stage play is strictly about the dialogue between characters and who they are and what's going on. And it's because there's not a moment to waste. Every breath is precious and every word is precious. And I feel that life is just like that too, except we're supposed to feel like there's time to kill. You know, like we want to get away from life so we can have a life. I think that's absurd. I try to live like that, where every single word and everything I do is motivated by a sense of purpose and a sense that time is always running out. We don't know how long we have to live. And so I think a lot about my purpose and what it is that I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And I feel like every single person has a specific purpose. And I also feel like we're supposed to believe that this purpose is somehow supposed to get choked down to commerce, to like a position in society where we're performing a function really strictly about that society, about trade, you know, about finances. And maybe that's just the capitalist world we live in, but I think that it goes very strongly against what our purpose is really supposed to be. How many people do you know that are like, well, I'm not super into this career, but I need to earn a living? Or, well, I don't want to especially do this, but money, you know? And we let this physical world really dictate the metaphysical life that we have too. And I feel like that's wrong. I think the only way to really live out the purpose for which we're here is to listen to and do the things that our instinct tells us to. Our purpose doesn't have to be boiled down to something as simple as commerce and finances. That goes so strongly, I think, against the human spirit. It's entirely possible that your purpose or my purpose has nothing to do with that. And for myself, this is what I'm starting to feel. I believe everybody has a gift of some kind. And I feel like part of my gift is that I only see beauty in people. And even people who I feel like I could very easily be adversaries with, it's hard for me. It's not even that it's hard. It's just I look at someone, I look into someone's eyes, and I see something bright and shining and beautiful. And that becomes the focus for me of how I'm going to interact with somebody and how I'm going to build a relationship with that person. And it's something that I work at every single day. And if I were tied by convention, and if I allowed myself to be bound by, I think, a materialist mentality, something that's so much about us versus them, better you than me kind of thing, I would lose out on so many people and so much greatness that I feel I'm lucky to come into contact with, even if it's just for a moment. And I'm just sharing these thoughts with you guys because it's something I think about, and maybe you're thinking about it too, maybe you're not, but if you haven't been, I hope you'll start to think about it. What is your purpose? What is our purpose together? And what are we trying to do? And shutting out the voices external to our head, the infinite line of people who know what's best for us, trying to tell us what to do with our existence, when really the answers are all in the mirror and in our hearts. And so, thank you for listening. I hope that you can take this information into your own life in a way and feel better about who you are and what you think and what you feel, and understand that there are no coincidences. You are not an accident. And there's a reason that you feel everything you feel. And it's your obligation to yourself and the human species and to the universe to follow through with that instinct. It's not there by some game of dice, I think, some galactic game of dice. I think you have a reason for being who you are and where you are now. And I hope you'll explore that, because that's what I'm doing. Okay, thanks for listening.